So you really thought I was going to let that slide? What'd you say? You really thought I was going to let that shit slide? I was on your channel, and I was eavesdropping, listening, and you really think I was going to let that slide? Oh, no, no. Let's talk about what I heard this bitch nigga said. Yeah, all right. False propaganda, right? Or is it that you don't know? Because most of the time you know everything, right? Yeah. But you got this one wrong, boy. Yeah, boy, you got this one wrong. But man, run this shit, man.
Pacquiao would have made that fight.
Bro, he's 5'5".
That's a realistic fight, bro.
Bro, he's
When did Pacquiao jump up 2 weight classes? He jumped up 1 weight class at a time, bro.
Whatever he needed to do, he made it happen. Mike made it happen. Charles made it happen. All these guys made it happen.
I'll just take Sailor's I ain't fighting, but and that'll be it. That's it. I'll take that and do it. I ain't fighting, but.
Why don't Bubba say that?
How many weight classes has Pacquiao won? We'll get to that later. But let's talk about this right here. Pacquiao could have won titles in 10 of boxing 17 weight classes, but he never campaigned at junior bantamweight or bantamweight. That's 2 classes, that's 2 divisions. Instead, he skipped over them and won his second title at junior featherweight. Let's move on. So which one is it, man? Is it that you was not knowledgeable, or you know it all and you try to just win an argument with whoever was on your live? Which one is it, man? Because you always right and shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Now you fucking with me, bro. Don't do that shit. See, I started my channel 3 years, right? Based on Manny Pacquiao fighting Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. That's one, right? Big out to the Philippines. They supported my channel. They're the one that rock with me more than the Americans did at the time. And I support them. They support me. I am a Pactard, if you want to call me that, Black Americans. And you know what? I'm just going to get down straight to the point. Okay? The majority of Black Americans, I'm just going to be honest. And this is how I feel. Because every Black American that I talk to, the majority, not every Black person in America, because I'm Black and I'm proud, and I'm American and I'm proud, all right? But the propaganda that I hear, and I'm hearing it a lot more from my Black Americans, and it seems like they got a problem with Manny. They don't like Manny. They feel like, no, I'm just gonna be straight up, man. I don't care if any Black Americans seeing this and they don't like me, man. If you're a nigga or you're a Black person and you still have the same beliefs that Manny Pacquiao is this and Manny Pacquiao's dad, he's on steroids and he's not 8th division and blah, 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 and he's not a pound-for-pound fighter, whatever, man. I don't care, man. But the way I see it is that a lot of Black Americans, and I don't know if it's because of Mayweather defamation of character, saying a lot of things and, you know, putting a lot of propaganda out there, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm a Pactard, but I got Mayweather beating Manny Pacquiao at the fight. I do have him beating Manny Pacquiao, right? But at the same time, I feel like Manny Pacquiao accomplished much more than Mayweather. And another thing, let me ask you people this. I'll get back to that bitch ass nigga. But let me ask you this question right here. The Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. Do you feel like it was a one-sided beatdown? Let me hear this. Oh, it was a one-sided beatdown. And do you think they deserve do you think Errol deserve a rematch? Would you think Showtime and them to say, well, you know, this is going to be good the next? Do you think that? Oh, okay, so I'm just hearing a lot of majority of people saying that, man, they shouldn't do that match. If they do this match, maybe a year from now, not in December, but I wouldn't pay for that match, blah, 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 this and that. So I'm saying to myself, man, when I say Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao should run it back to my Black Americans, you know what they say? Nah. It was a one-sided beatdown. A one-sided beatdown? No, a one-sided beatdown was Terrence Crawford putting a bust down on Errol Spence. That was what you call a beatdown. Now, on Mayweather and Pacquiao, in that fight, they need to run it back. And I'll give you proof. Because the way I see it, you don't say something like this when it's a one-sided beatdown. Yeah, I didn't hear that kind of talk with the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight. You fighting like you scared. So, yes, it was a competitive fight, but icons must run it back. That's what the boxing gods usually say when it's not a one-side beatdown. Or Mayweather, he did it right the first time, so he shouldn't do it the second time. Nah, it don't work that way, man. Manny Pacquiao been deserved a rematch. He went and signed with the PBC to fight Broner, Keith Thurman, Vargas. Oh my God, he did everything what he wanted to do just to get this fight with Mayweather, and Mayweather still don't want to take a second chance. And that's the way he's running. That's the way he's running Tank Davis. Low risk, high reward. That's how it's getting down over there. So don't talk about Manny, oh, he never skipped 2 divisions and blah, 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 and this and that. Because the man, Manny Pacquiao, he doesn't back down to a fight. He don't back down from a fight. That's one thing. I'm a back talker. I'm going to tell you. He don't back down. He said you can make the weight, step in the ring. And another thing that a lot of black Americans like to do, right? They like to take Bob Arum's side when it fits them when it comes to Manny Pacquiao. All right, I remember there's 2 videos. We all know, black Americans, we all know the one that said, well, you know, I'm looking out for... Well, let me start with the one that Bob Arum said, yeah, if Terrence Crawford takes that fight with Manny Pacquiao and Manny Pacquiao hits him, well, we don't know. That fight might be a problem for Crawford. I know that video. I got to get that video. I'm going to look for it. I know what I got in my archives. I got to show you. And then put it next to the one that says, well, you know, I'm really trying to worry about Manny Pacquiao's health. You know, that fight with Terrence Crawford is a bad fight. Now, we could use anything that Bob Arum say when it comes down, when it works to our advantage. We know that. But I got proof. A lot of people out here got proof, and they ignore it when it came to Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford. And Manny Pacquiao, you say, how can I prove that Manny Pacquiao really want to fight Crawford? Well, I'll show you, because it's been there. It's always been there.
No.
It doesn't have that much fear, like,
But this time, because I had him hold up to make sure that the money was going to be on his way. So, as a manager, I got to do my homework and find out if the money's going to be here. You don't just be signing no contract just to be signing a fucking contract. Now, Pacquiao did sign. Pacquiao did sign a fucking contract. He signed for a certain amount.
What was that Bomac said? Manny Pacquiao signed a contract to fight who? Terrence Crawford. But he held the fight up because he wanted to make sure the money was in the bank, blah, blah, blah. So are we going to talk about a promoter that lies, you know, just to promote? You know, Loma, he's going to be the greatest thing is Muhammad Ali. He's better than Muhammad Ali. Are we going to agree on that? Or are we just going to agree on Bob Arum when it makes you feel fabulous? Yeah, it makes you feel fabulous, extravagant and shit, right? With your fucking words and shit, right? That's when it fucking works then, right, motherfucker? Right, motherfuckers? So, when I hear Bomac, the trainer of the year, after beating Errol Spence, say this, I believe what he says. Manny don't back down from a fight, man. So, another thing of black American propaganda. Let's see, let me fix some shit up in here. 8th division. Now, when I say the majority of black people, I mean it. They hate fucking Manny Pacquiao in America. But there's a minority, like me, like Red Cardinal, if you ever go to his channel. Me and him was the only one that really spoke about Manny Pacquiao beating Errol Spence. Actually, we kind of agreed that when it comes to Terrence Crawford, it's a different story. It's going to be a competitive fight. And Manny also said in in the interviews, he said the only way I could beat Terrence Crawford is with speed and power. Same thing he said with Errol Spence. Speed. He's bigger than you. I'm doing the same thing with his hands. He's bigger than you, so you have to level. See how I can read the words of Manny? You gotta level out his power with speed and so. So let's use details here and be specific and don't be fucking regurgitating fucking regurgitating every fucking minute. So let me go back. Oh shit, look at this shit. I just bust my fucking knuckle. Yo, but I'm saying this right now. Let's move on to some more Black American propaganda, shall we? Yeah. Let's move on to some more propaganda. The 8th division. But wait, let me go back. I said there's a majority of black people that don't like Manny Pacquiao, but there's a good minority that has understanding, regardless if you're a black or a nigger. But this man right here, he's a black man and he has knowledge. Let's go talk to the coach, shall we?
How many division champions do you consider Pacquiao to be?
8, because he won the lineal and the ring title in every weight division, in the divisions. For example, at 126, Barrera was the ring and lineal champion, right? At 140, he beat Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton was the ring champion. So those are the 2 titles that he didn't win, like the WBC, WBA, IBF, or IBO. Those are the 2 divisions that he didn't win that in, but he beat the ring and lineal champion. If you beat the ring and lineal champion, I don't have a problem with it. But if you just win in regular belt, and I'm not attacking Tank's resume because I don't want the interview to get twisted. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that he hasn't won one of the real belts at 35 or 40. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it got me so fucking pissed, man. Got me so fucking pissed. Look at my fucking knuckle now. Fuck you, nigga. Got me all fucking bleeding and shit over this dumb shit. Over this propaganda that these black Americans like to talk. Bullshit. But you see Coach Stephen Edwards right there. He's trying to explain and break it down to you with the 8th division. But I hear some smart motherfucking black American that can't rub 2 fucking coins together. Oh, well, you know, what else, my nigga? What else, my nigga? And guess what? I Googled it, right, to show that proof that Manny went up 2 divisions, but you probably say, well, that's Google. You know, look into my eyes. That Kentucky Fried Chicken licking motherfucker voice that nigga got, knockout 86. I can't stand that nigga voice. Yo, I can't stand that nigga voice, man. But I have patience and I listen. Because I know you're an example, just like Best Fight the Best. Y'all both are my examples, man. So I have patience to listen, man. Because it's an example. See, the difference between me and you, dudes, y'all walk around with your chest up saying, I know this, I know that, I know this, I know that, I'm a professional, I know everything, right? Well, me, I learn as I go, right? And I know some boxing. I know a lot about boxing, but I don't know everything about boxing. And when I'm wrong, I always tell my people in my comment section, tell me if I'm wrong, right? Let me know if I'm wrong so I could correct myself, because today's time is right now, but in the future, my channel might get bigger and I'm doing it by learning, right? So, and guess what? You might be looking at a video over there. You might miss Stephen Edwards' video with Ness, right? But I have to catch it and put it on my video. So that's what I'm good for. Yeah, taking clips of other fucking videos and put it together, because this is education purposes only. And we have to see it in another spectrum. You know, and I know. I heard you, nigga. I don't know how to pronounce my words. I don't have a good vocabulary. I don't give a fuck. That's the only vocabulary you need to fucking know, that I don't give a fuck, and fuck you and all your bullshit. Well, you know, all these niggas always, and they run over to those channels and they say, yo, you know best. Yo, no, I'm not jealous. I just know there's more fucking cunts out here than real fucking alpha males and sigma males. That's what I know. And I'm a fucking sigma male. I'm a sigma male. I don't got time to have people around me that I want to stroke my ego. I'm not alpha like that, man. I'm sorry. I'm some alpha, but I keep it moving, man. I worry about myself. I do. But let's get back to the point, because I see that Stephen Edwards is giving some educational purposes here only. And that's all that matters, education. So what else? Let's educate before I get on Knockout's case, right, with his bullshit with Tank. But did you see what Stephen Edwards said? Let me put the disclaimer in. I'm not going at Tank. I'm not going at Tank, but I'm just saying, you know, with the regular belts, and I'm just making with Manny, and I'm showing you with Tank, but let's look here a bit more, because, you know, I Googled this shit, and you might not believe fucking Google. So let's listen to what Coach Stephen Edwards say, man, because he's a black man with good perspective and good knowledge. Yeah, let's go. Just in case you missed it on this, you can see it on here about my man Manny Pacquiao. Let's go, black man.
No, I was just asking because I know Pacquiao won, like you said, like the IBO and something like
against Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton was the lineal champion that beat Costa Azul. You feel what I'm saying? So,
but didn't he lose to Floyd before he fought Pacquiao?
At 47, look at his box record. He lost to Floyd at 47, and then he moved back down to defend his title at 40. He had just jumped to 47 to fight Floyd. That was a money fight, but Ricky Hatton was a 40-pounder. And Barrera was the guy at 126. You know what I mean? He was the man at 126. He was a pound-for-pound guy. He was the ring champion. So those are the two divisions that Pacquiao was in. But look who he beat to win the title. He beat two Hall of Famers to win those two titles. So Pacquiao, you know, we never going to see that again. You know what I mean? 8 titles. That's just, like, if you really think about it, that's like mind twisting for a guy from 112 to be able to win titles all the way up to junior middleweight. That's a lot. I don't expect in a way or anybody else to do that.
No,
you see how Ness had to come in, bring up Mayweather, right? Yeah, he fought Mayweather at 147, but the man dropped down to 140 and fight Ricky Hatton. All right? And then he explained the rest. Right? But still, that's not good enough. That's not good enough, right? So we move on for education purposes only. I ain't done with Knockout his bullshit. I ain't done. But let's move on, so I can tell you how the shit really gonna be with Tank. Come on.
When I look at it on paper, to me it seemed like, damn, he jumped 112 when all the killers was at 112. When Chocolatito was there, when everybody was at 112, he went from 08 to 15.
I don't know. I don't know him personally. I just always thought he was a good fighter. So I don't know what his body was doing. Sometimes guys got to jump divisions. It happens. If you look at Pacquiao, real good, he did the same thing. Pacquiao jumped 115 and 118. Nobody realizes that he could be a 10-division champion. He went from 112 to 122. So sometimes guys go through those little growth spurts, and they just, you know, especially little guys from other countries. So I don't know. I can't really go back on the timeline and pinpoint exactly, you know, who he should have fought at 112. But I do know he jumped that weight division and went straight to 115. But I can't tell you why. Maybe weight. These guys cut too much weight, and sometimes it's better to jump 2 divisions instead of 1, because a lot of these fighters are depleted in this era with all of the tricks that we got from being able to get the weight off of water and stuff like that. But they walking around 50 pounds and 40 pounds over their weight division, and that it takes a toll on you physically. You know, y'all guys look like y'all in pretty good shape. You know, imagine losing 40 pounds and then having to fight somebody.
You see how the man tried to change the goalposts? And this is what they do. You know, this is what they do. So the man was talking about the 8 divisions. Now we're going back to the weight classes, right? And the man said, man, on paper, it looked like he was ducking. He was ducking killers at 112. And then Stephen Edwards had to explain. Sometimes this happens. It's not that he's ducking 112 killers. And guess what? We can see by Manny Pacquiao fighting a lot of people that he's not a ducker, man. He's the oldest welterweight champion at that age, being Keith Thurman. But then this is how y'all do. Well, you know, Keith Thurman, but he didn't duck nobody at 112. He went through a growth spurt, right? And Stephen Edwards will explain that more on about how some people, instead of skipping 1, they need to skip 2 divisions, 2 weight classes, right? So I'm saying to myself, every time somebody say something, somebody always gotta say he's not 8th division. He ducking smoke at the division. That's why he jumped up to. Because I'm pretty sure if I had corrected knockout, right? Because I ain't got time to do this video shit with no lies no more with these niggas. You come to my channel, you decide if my video is great or his is greater. That's it. Because at the end of the day, I got time to be arguing with fools. I don't. So I'm pretty sure if I said, nah, he jumped up 2 divisions, he would have said the same thing. Well, he probably jumped up 2 divisions because he was trying to duck killers, right? Maybe he was ducking killers, you know. Oh, let me look. Oh, yeah. Chocolatito, yeah. And he would have said, let me give you another one. He'll give you an example. He would say, well, he skipped 2 divisions, but that's bantamweight and junior bantamweight, you know, and those are, and I'm finger licking good, nigga. Yeah. You know, I always got to answer for a question, you know. So, you know, that's that low weight. That's light. That's fat. That's, you know, that's bantam. You know, we talking about, you know, from 140 to 147, 130, but, you know, that doesn't really count, you know what I'm saying? Those niggas be punching and just be going right through it, ain't got no power, you know what I'm saying? So it's always an excuse. They always got a problem with Manny Pacquiao. Little Manny Pacquiao, man. And I got no problems with Tank, man. Yo, you know what it is? I made a video. But this is so funny, yo. This is so funny. I made a video way back before that video came out with Ness and Stephen Edwards, that Coach Edwards. And I was talking about, anyway, Manny Pacquiao and Manny Pacquiao and Tank. And how they're the same size and same reach. Matter of fact, because there's casuals watching, right? And I want to show you what I said. And it's so crazy how Stephen Edwards, you know, people say I don't know boxing, but how you have 3 people, same weight, same reach, but accomplishing things at different weights. Let me show you what I was talking about when I was trying to run it down. Yeah.
I can't see a mixture of ectomorph and endomorph because it's just the body type, the bone density, but I can see more of a mesomorph and an ectomorph being mixed. Anyway, right? Super bantamweight. Let's look at his height. He's a 5'5", with a 67.5 arm reach. Okay, so that's anyway. All right, so let's look at Manny Pacquiao. All right, so Manny Pacquiao, welterweight. Let's see his height and his reach. Height 5'5.5", with a reach of 67. So anyway, and Manny Pacquiao's about the same height and reach, basically. Let's go look at Tank. So Gervonta Tank Davis, division is light. Let's go to his height and reach. His height is 5'5.5". His reach is 67, as we can see here. So basically, all 3 of these brothers are the same in height and reach. Identical. Let's move on.
And I just showed you anyway, Manny Pacquiao and Tank with that same identical height and reach. Right? But look at the 3 body types. Anyway, it's more slimmer. Well, he's at a certain weight, so we know that he's at that weight, that he's slimmer. But we can also look at his frame and his bones and stuff like that. We don't know if his thyroid is fast, he has a fast metabolism. We don't know all these things until he goes up in weight. But then we look at Manny Pacquiao. His wrists are big, his calves are big, right? But certain parts of his body is big, right? So he has good muscle tone and stuff like that. Then we look at Tank.
If you look at Pacquiao and Inoue next to each other, if you look at their bodies, their muscle density is totally different. Even though they both are smaller guys, Pacquiao head, his arms, his legs, everything is way bigger. He's just a bigger human being than he now. I saw them together. I was like, God damn, Manny must have been huge as a flyweight. He's a lot bigger than him. I'm sure you could Google the pictures and you see their frames. It's just different. You know, and it doesn't mean Manny's better, but physically their bodies is just so different. Pacquiao was able to put that weight on and Inoue wasn't. And another thing, I hate to do the comparison, but Inoue is like 30 and just getting to 122. Pacquiao was at 122 when he was 23 years old, and that's when he moved up from 22 to 26 to fight Pereira. So he was way, in a way, you could tell he's not as big because it's taking him too long to move up.
Yeah, look. This is to aggravate the black Americans and the American niggas and the black Americans. Yeah, I got a Manny Pacquiao shirt on just for this video, yo. Yeah, I had to change our vehicles, yo. It's time for me to move. I had to make a move, yo. So, as you can see, I'm trying to keep my head so the sun won't get in your eyes. Only this sun right here, baby. Only this sun right here. Manny Pacquiao, baby. Get mad. Get mad. What'd you say? Oh, you say I'm a traitor? Hey, whatever, man. It is what it is, man. I love my country, but I root for my country when it's time for the Olympics. But when it comes to pro boxing, it's who got the skills that could pay the bills. And that's where I see it. And this is my opinion. If you don't like it, kick rocks with Gucci flip-flops. I don't give a fuck. But, you know, just like Coach Edwards was saying, and I said it like 2 weeks ago, my video I just showed you about how I was talking about anyway, that's the one with part 1 or part 2 of Muhammad Ali about weight, right? So you can always go back and see when I was talking about in more detail about the mesomorph, endomorph, ectomorph, and stuff like that. And to come to see it, in my last video, I said that anyway, I said, wait a minute. I put it on print. I said, wait a minute. Anyway, he's like 30-something years old, and he's now touching 122. So he's an ectomorph, more of an ectomorph body. And then when I'm listening to Ness a couple of days ago, and I'm hearing Stephen Edwards talking about the body types, I was like, holy shit. I just said that, you know, because I don't want a Popeyes or a Kentucky Fried Chicken biscuit because, you know, I told you so or whatever. It's just I feel good that I feel that I said something that a coach of his magnitude and learning that I said it before he said it, or the way he was saying it, I thought it and I spit it out, right? And then to hear that man say it, it's amazing. I like that. I like that. I moved to my beat of my own drum, and then come to find out somebody has the same way of thinking when it comes to body types. So, I'm pretty glad on that. I pat myself on the back. No, I don't want any biscuits or nothing like that. But yeah, this shit is funny. Oh, before I get into this nigga Knockout 86 TV, there's another propaganda that black people love to do. Oh, this one is hilarious, right? Because I can show you proof, right? But yeah. I can show you proof, right? And the proof in the pudding is Jeff Horn. Oh, I love this part. When they say Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao and Crawford, he took care of Jeff Horn like this, which is true, he did. But remember, Manny Pacquiao was on his way out from Bob Arum. But Bob Arum was like, yo, Pacquiao, I got this one fight. I'm doing a co-promotion with Duco Promotions. So it's going to be Top Rank and Duco Promotions from Australia. We got this teacher out there, Jeff Horn. Big money. We got to do it. Just one more fight, Manny. Come on, we could do it. All right, so Manny go out there and he fights. But the difference between the fight in Australia and the fight in America with Jeff Horn and Terrence Crawford was the motherfucking referee. And you'll say, oh no, this is what black Americans say. No, you know, he got manhandled. Yeah, he got manhandled because the referee allowed Jeff Horn to manhandle Manny Pacquiao. And I'm not the only one. And listen, man, let me show you proof. That even a native Australian was looking at the fight and he was, and they look at the fight and he was like, wait, just watch this. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Or did you see it? Or was your vision blurry? Was your vision blurry? Because Manny Pacquiao, the referee was allowing Jeff Horn. I think that was a setup, yo. That's my opinion. Like I said, you don't have to agree with my opinion. It's not a fact. It's just an opinion. But I swear, the way that referee did Manny Pacquiao, Jeff Horn had him in headlocks, rabbit punches, elbows, just rubbing his fucking, yo. And this referee wasn't doing nothing, yo. I know that referee, man. He's a fucking bitch ass nigga, yo. That's a bitch ass nigga referee, man. But you know, when the envelope comes in the mail, you know, you do what you got to do, right? You know what I'm saying? They do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let me do this because I know those black Americans hate my ass. Yeah, pow, pow, pow. Look at it. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, fucking idiots. Talking about Jeff Horn beat him fair and square. Fucking asshole, you a square. You the fucking goofball. You see the girl in the audience? I had to play it twice for you. She's like, oh my God. Oh my God, Manny. And little Manny hold his own. Jeff Horn is like fucking Errol Spence size. Just his reach is a little bit shorter. But the way that fight went, the referee was not doing his job at all. At all. And little Manny was still holding his own and almost knocked that nigga out in the 9th round. Almost knocked that kangaroo out in the 9th round. Yeah, so it is what it is. So that's another propaganda. That's another propaganda. But you know what? This video is getting kind of, and you know, people attention span. So let me get back to what this knockout is talking about, because I'm done with the black propaganda shit for now. All right, unless somebody come up with some other shit, I'm on their ass. Yeah. Let's go and see what this nigga got to say.
All right, let's think about this though. You see Bud Crawford all over the internet right now. Now, if Tate were to move up and fight him, what numbers do you think that would do?
It would do about the same as Ryan.
It would double.
But this is what you know though. Like he all over everything, right? But who they asking him about? Tank and Canelo. Them the ones, bro. Them like there's a reason this nigga go on Sway, Breakfast Club, fucking this fucking person, everywhere he go. Who they ask him about? Tank and Canelo. Why? Cause that's the casual ass fans and shit, bro. You ain't nobody got leverage over Canelo or Tank Davis, bro. Y'all
that is the leverage. If you go against the casual fan, you will lose. Errol learned that the hard way. Make the fight when they want to fight.
Bro, here's the thing.
Reap the rewards.
Here's the
Take a chance.
So the man said, reap the rewards. Now we see him, Ryan and Tank. This is knockout big case, right? Because it's all about the money, right? That's all it is, about the money with him. Yo, he's number 6. He's between Mike Tyson and Lennox and Mike Tyson and Holyfield. And, yo, his whole argument, stay up there, nigga. His whole argument is that he made the biggest pay-per-views. So the dude asked him, what if between Tank Davis and Crawford or Tank Davis and Canelo, who will make the most? We all know the answer to that. It's Crawford and Canelo. History's shown that already. All right. But if it was Tank, this is what he said. Knockout say it will be around the same. It'll be the top 10 of pay-per-view, right? And then you become the face of boxing, right? So this dude is all about the face and everything, right? But like the dude said, man, all you have to do is be great. Just be great. Great people do things, great things, impossible things. You have Charlo, he's moving up to fight Canelo. Regardless of the meaning behind it, or he just want a payday, whatever you want to think about, he's doing the impossible. Charlo's doing the impossible, right? And he could be undisputed or whatever. Hey, it can happen, right? He has the tools, but can he use the tools at the right time to make it happen for him to win. That's one. Freaking AC, right? Tank Davis, on the other hand, what is he doing? Because I'm hearing that I think he fought at 140 Barrios, but he fought twice, not at one. He fought twice, not at his weight, a catch weight, and at 140. So, what is he doing to do the impossible? What is he doing? Because if he's going to tell me he don't feel right at 147 because of his body type, well, I know one time it was hard for you to make weight one time, or you missed it on the scale or something, if I can recall. So I don't know. What's your excuse for not going up to 147? Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, just put in the comments. Maybe I'm overreacting with his weight problem or whatever. But I think he did miss weight one time. But if that's the case, you can move up. You can move up to 147 and do the impossible. Remember, it's about the face. It's about money, right? Right? Knockout 86 TV is about the money. So this is where you're gonna get your big money at. Because without Ryan Garcia, who else you gonna make big money with? You're not gonna make big money with what's this guy named? Tank, Pitbull Cruz, Colbert. What are you gonna make money? So if Terrence Crawford said, this nigga saying, well, look who's Terrence Crawford keep calling out, Canelo and Tank. Well, yeah, because that's what Crawford wants. He wants the big fights or legacy, and what you could get with Canelo is legacy and big money. What you could get with Tank is just money, because Tank ain't got nothing else to offer. You understand me, bro? Do you understand me? So when you say Manny Pacquiao, he only went up one division, one by one. No, he didn't. And I'm showing you proof to you and your fans and your subscribers and your D-riders, because you sound like a D-rider, because all your argument is about the money, which is prize fighting, yes, but it's more than that. And like I say, Mayweather always shows that. When somebody do greatness, he comes out and not just talk about his money, he got to put up his accolades. And this is why they running Tank the wrong way. Sorry about my coughing, right? The AC and I have a little cold. This is what I'm talking about. They're running Tank the wrong way. And if LB's talking for him, you best believe that Mayweather's in the background making the decisions for Tank. Now, they running him not like Pretty Boy Floyd. They running him like Money Floyd. They skipped the Pretty Boy Floyd and run him like the Money Floyd. And he ain't got the time. He's 29. He'll be 30 just now. He don't got time like Devin and Shakur. He don't. So if he can, listen, he can't move up because his weight, he doesn't feel, I don't know if he said that, but I'm saying, is this the reason why you can't move up? Because I see big fights for you, right? Because it's money fights, right? You're the money man. And whoever you with will make, the dance partner will make great money. Not a dancer that has two left foot. No. Not like Isaac Cruz or Chris Colbert. No. You're not going to make big money with them. You're not going to you need to set a record, brother. You got to go past the record you made with Ryan. And the only people I see with that is, you ain't going to do a Canelo. You can't go up that high. I can see it with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, I made a video about that. Manny Pacquiao been called you out, son. Terrence Crawford. And then the other, what's that UFC dude? O'Malley or something. Maybe you could do something with him, right? But if that's the case, like I said in my other video, we don't really need boxers. We need actors, football, UFC, YouTubers, right? To take over boxing and say, fuck these boxers, man. And this is what this nigga represents, Knockout 86 TV. This is what he representing. Because everything is about money. It ain't got nothing to do with belts. He don't give a fuck about all that shit. His whole argument is, anytime he want to argue, he brings up this money pay-per-view shit. And it's sickening me, man. He's going to water down the sport. He's one of these dudes that's going to water down the sport, man. And it's looking that way. That's why we don't see That's why we don't see boxers fighting. Listen, I'm just tired of talking right now. I'm really fucking tired of talking right now. But you understand where I'm coming from. This shit ain't gonna happen, man. This shit ain't gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. Your argument for Tank ain't working, man. You need to suckle yourself with that bullshit, man. Really need to suckle yourself. Because if that's all you got, well, we're gonna see what happens with Tank. We're gonna see what happens with Tank. And don't get me wrong. I like Tank. Man, he's the same size as Manny Pacquiao. Come on, you know I support Tank. I like Tank. But I don't like the team behind Tank. I don't like the team behind Tank. Tank is not being who he's supposed to be. A tank. He's not. What the hell are we talking about here, bro? Man, I'm out of here, yo. I gotta go because it's getting too long with this video and I want to make part 1 and part 2, right? And I'm hungry. Anyway, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to irritate your mind. I'm here to irritate your mind, you black African American and black African niggas. I'm here to irritate you of your propaganda and how I'm gonna just every time, man. Yeah, I'm the one that you call a traitor. Yeah, whatever, man. Have a nice one. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here for you to read between the lines. It's not what they say, it's what they're not saying. And I'm out. I'm out, bro. Manny Pacquiao style. Packed hard. Goofball.